Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am so excited to be coming to you with another Marriage Monday for you. We are coming up on a year with this show very, very quickly, and that's what we want to hop into today. We want to talk about our show, Marriage Monday, the episode within the show, I guess you could say, the series within the show, and why we do it. What is the purpose of Marriage Monday? So without any further ado, let's bring in the co-host, Savannah, is joining us tonight, and I'll just warn you, we're recording this after Savannah's worked 2 long shifts, so she's going to definitely be here and be present, but she's a little tired. I'm a little tired. Everybody's a little tired this time of year. How are you doing this evening? I'm good. Oh, no, I don't have your mic turned up. I might turn your mic up. All right, There. Are you good?
Here we go. Yep.
Okay. All right, you get a mood? You happy?
Thrilled.
Fantastic.
Great.
You excited?
Always.
What are you most excited for?
I can't answer that.
What, to go to sleep?
Yeah.
That's what your answer is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is real life, everybody. Welcome to the Jennings household. So Savannah works. She's a nurse that works 12-hour shifts. Do you want to tell your story?
There's not much of a story. I'm a nurse. I work 12-hour shifts, and I've been working them back to back. So.
Oh my goodness.
My tank is empty.
Well, it's not empty yet. It's close to empty.
It's
You're
empty.
going to empty it on the show. You're
It's
going to give
empty.
you're going to give everybody everything
I'm on
you got.
fumes.
Yeah, you're coasting into the gas station.
Yeah, we're in neutral going down the hill.
What happens if we hit an uphill battle? Are you just going to coast backwards?
I'll roll backwards and die. That's how I feel right now.
Oh, this is
because Jack also woke up at 1 a.m. last night.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Savannah's going to throw us in here so she can brag that she got up
and
with
I
him.
got up
Yeah,
with him. I was up in the middle of the night with him.
Yeah.
Worked my shift again, and here I am.
Yeah, and I watched him 2 days in a row for 12 hours a day by myself.
Oh,
so
then
I
do 5 days a week.
So then I guess. So we're we gonna turn this into a going back and forth about
I'll
it?
watch him 5 days a week, and then I work my 12 hours on the weekend. Yeah. What? Okay. Your turn.
Okay, I go out and work 8-9 hours a day in the field, sweating, breaking my back, so you can stay home and watch him 5 days a week. What are you gonna say to that? Yeah, nothing. Nothing.
13 hours.
No, stop. You just stop right there. If people are listening to the show, you see, if the vets are listening to the show, the veterans of the podcast, then they know this is normal. Like this is
right.
This is nothing new.
I don't know. That last comment was a little harsh. There's like something behind that. Like
what?
Okay, fine. Gee,
well, you're coming at me.
I'll sit down now.
I don't lose. You know I don't lose when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, you, Jeremiah. There's one thing about Jeremiah.
I take it too far.
He takes it too far. Every time.
I know.
Every time.
My mom has told me that plenty of times growing up.
Like in any situation,
I don't like losing.
He will take it too far.
I don't like losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when
we could be poking fun at each other, making comments.
I've gotten better about that.
I've gotten
better about that.
He will lash out and find your weakest point,
and I'll put you in the dirt.
Yeah,
You'll be 6 feet under
like
before you know what happened.
Yeah, like we're laughing, and then Jeremiah brings up my deepest, darkest insecurity and like lashes me with it. I'm like, holy cow, just kidding.
When I was growing up, so I have 2 younger brothers. Me and the younger brother, they were obviously, like, the middle child always gets left out or picked on the most, I guess is what everybody says. That was definitely the case in our family. And so we and him we would fight all the time. We would just, and he would, the thing was, is he would try to fight me and like try to,
oh my gosh.
He would try to like do something. He would never do it. So he would hit me or something, just trying to be funny.
Apart.
Yeah, 3.5 years apart. And so there's a pretty big size difference, and especially when I was
not now.
when I was like 15 and he was 12, or I was 18 and he was 15. There's a big difference, and so he would do something, and it would just like I said, I don't lose those situations. Like I'm a very competitive person, almost to a fault sometimes, and I don't lose. And so he would hit me or something, and I would just absolutely
Like
just
light a fire
destroy
under
him.
you.
Like, absolutely destroy him. And then he'd go crying to my mom, and my mom would get mad at me because I took it too far.
No, you do. Like, if I were to, like, I don't even know, like,
remember the time he tried to
poke fun
fight
at
me?
you or, like, hit you or something. I don't know, like.
Okay, I would never hurt you.
Okay, the towels.
Okay,
Jeremiah
that's funny.
It's
That's
hilarious. No, if I'm
and
like,
one thing,
I don't even know a time when I would hit you or like physically hurt. Like if I don't know if I throw something at you jokingly, and you have a towel, he will like whip you with a towel into his blisters, pop you with the towel.
Pop with a towel pretty.
And nothing
good.
makes me more mad, and he knows it. He knows it, and he purposely does it hard.
No, I never. If I hit you like one time, I try to hit you where there's clothing. I don't try to hit you.
Yeah, and then I'll tell you, "Ow, stop," and you'll keep going.
No, but my brother, I would absolutely destroy him with a towel.
Yeah.
I mean, I would leave welts.
They
Do you
fought
remember?
like 2 years ago.
We gotta find the video. Oh yeah, that was.
He had
That was
you-
not 2 years ago. That was literally like 4 years ago. That was before we were married.
He had you in a chokehold. It was
And then
pretty funny.
And then it was over after that.
You got so mad.
Yeah, he realized
you could
that
like
he
in the
still-
video. You could like physically see something like possess Jeremiah. He was like, "Okay,
Because-
you're done. You had your fun.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna kill you."
I let him have a chance, and then it was over with because he got bigger. He's gotten taller now, so he's taller than me.
So he thinks he can.
Yeah, so he thinks he can do something, and he's trying to get back at me for all the years of me beating up on him,
Bullying him.
Okay, well, I was bullied, so it just
Oh
bullies
my
bully. That's what everybody
gosh.
says, right?
Yeah, Jeremiah was bullied. If you want to hear that sob story.
Oh my. Okay, I was in today's standard of bullying. I 100% was.
Bullying is real, but this is Jeremiah's
Yeah.
like best friend, and
Yeah, I was the dude that I started the business.
Yeah.
That I worked with. Like now I was
claims he
significantly younger than him.
yeah.
And so he did on the school bus. He would I would go home with bruises every day. He would do something. He would just punch me for no reason.
And y'all are besties now. It's all good.
Yeah, there's been some rough spots, but yeah, everybody's doing good. So
all right.
anyway, where do we even go into that from?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Oh, you're competitive. Like we were going back and forth about working, and I said you took it too far because you always do.
Okay, whatever. All right. Anyway, welcome into today's show. So, if you're a veteran of the show, you know this is nothing new. We're just hanging out, having fun, and we're trying to give you the most relatable content that we can, all while what's so funny
It's
about
just
that?
so ironic. That's how we open this show, going back and forth about taking it too far, and you're like, yeah, we're just trying to be relatable.
Well, everyone knows they do this stuff. Don't
Yeah.
even lie. If you're listening, Sharon, you don't act like that. That's like our pet peeves episode. Everyone knows they have pet peeves about their spouse. They're just too afraid to say it. So we just said it on the show. Everyone loved that show because they know it's true. They're just too afraid to admit
It's
it and
fine.
talk about
We'll
it.
talk about it.
So, yeah, most people like a lot of marriages and spouses don't want to they don't want to go to therapy. They don't want to go to counseling because they don't want other people in their business and stuff. So we
just
don't do
talk
therapy
about
or
it
counseling. We
on
just
the
talk about it for
podcast.
thousands of people to hear every
Thousands.
week. Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah, over time we're actually getting close to 100,000 downloads. So
That's crazy.
that is crazy, and that's kind of what we want to get into. Not numbers, but we want to get into the reason behind Marriage Monday. And there's like I said, a lot of new people coming into the show. So over this is a crazy stat, and so we enjoyed doing the show. I did the show. I've done the show for almost 2 years. When there was 7 people listening, and it the numbers don't really matter when it comes to why I do the show. It's cool to see the numbers growing. It's cool to hear the audience is getting bigger and more people are getting in here and learning and growing along the way, and we're growing a bigger community. That's all fantastic. But you can go listen to show number 1 and listen to right now, and you will 100% agree with me that the show has not changed. The content of the show has not changed. We're still we are who we are. This is why we're doing this, is just to grow the community. And so we started Marriage Monday about almost a year ago, and we're coming up on a year in June. This is like episode 47, I think, 47 or 48.
I think you do this every week.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna remember one of these weeks, but anyway, we're coming up on a year on this thing, and the reason behind starting the show was coming off the heels of Together in the Trades, and we had talked about we wanted to do one there. I don't think we actually got it done there, but we just wanted to. So Together in the Trades, if you don't know what that is, Summit for Couples in Business. It's a weekend marriage conference that the Fullertons and the Almonds host together. It's a great conference. You should be there. You should get your tickets. They're probably close to, I know they're close to selling out, if not sold out already. It's GetOnTrades.com. Go check that out and get your tickets and come join us in Montana. But it's just a summit for couples in business. It's a conference where you get to go talk about all of this stuff. People that own businesses and are trying to grow their marriage at the same time. And so off the heels of that, we were like, well, this conference is great, but it's one time a year. Mm-hmm. And everybody can't come. There's 150 people there, not thousands and thousands of people there. So it's like, hey, what can we do to kind of put our own spin on that? And so we started our Marriage Monday, and our Marriage Monday episodes have been fantastic for me. It's been fantastic for us. There's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs in this show, honestly, like between me and Savannah, just because we are raising a 7-month-old child. We've been doing this show ever since he's been born.
Yeah.
We didn't miss a Marriage Monday when he was born. I'm 99% sure.
Well, we didn't miss one. I didn't always do them with you.
I think you missed like one or two, but we never missed putting one out when he was born. So there's been a lot of late night arguments, a lot of, I mean, that is the relatableness of the content of like, hey, we're talking about the show, and you can go listen to some of the shows, and you probably like, yeah, that was a night when they were super tired, or yeah, they definitely, like, there were some things happening, but we still always want the content to be good and entertaining and informative and relatable. And so when we started this, that was the goal, was we want to just put our marriage, our life out there and say, hey, this is what we're doing. We're young entrepreneurs, we're young spouses. We're trying to grow the business and grow our family. Let's get some other people that are trying to do that as well, and let's build a community and go along with it. And that's the sole reason that we've done it for, in my opinion at least. What is the reason? Like, what was and so this was something that Savannah wasn't totally on board for in the beginning. Like, you kind of were, but you had never done anything like, I mean, I had been doing the podcast for a year, so I had been talking and growing and things like that, getting my, just like, speaking or whatever, just talking as the host of the show had gotten a little bit better. If you go listen to episode 2 or episode 1, you'll realize, like, I mean, I'm not any good now, but I was really not good then. And so I was just more comfortable. You had never done something like that on this scale, something every week like this. Mm-hmm. And you were kind of a little hesitant, but you were actually pretty supportive. You said, yeah, let's do it. And what was your reasoning behind it? Like, why were you just like, hey, let's do it? What is and how has that grown along the way?
Well, I think my reasoning is probably similar to yours and why we started Marriage Monday. I mean, I too wanted to be able to contribute and grow and meet people through it. And I knew that it was going to encourage, we talk about wanting to, help other people and support other people, but like we also want to learn and grow too. So I knew it was going to spark a lot of conversations for us and keep us always trying to better ourselves, I mean, it was just a way to help us do that and help us keep having the conversations that we needed to be having.
Yeah, 100%. And that is something that it has done. So we talk about, like, we've had ups and downs. The ups have been we learn and grow from this. And I think, honestly, like, I think other couples out there should, if you don't, obviously you're not all going to start a podcast and talk about marriage like this. That's not for everybody to do, which is totally fine. Find some way to talk about these things, because if you don't talk about them, they're just going to get swept under the rug. We've had a lot of conversations and a lot of podcast topics that have made us like think and talk about our marriage even deeper than we usually would have. Like, we took the surface level away from it and kind of dug a little bit deeper. Mm-hmm. And
because there's so many times that, like, we get off the podcast and like we continue the conversation.
Oh yeah, all the time. All the time.
It like sparks conversation more than just what is recorded.
And I would say, like, I encourage anybody and everybody to do that exact thing. Like, try to create your own conversations. Like, you have to figure something out where you are the ones having the conversation, because if it's just us talking to you, that's not going to benefit you anything. Like, if you can't just listen. We did a show a couple weeks ago. You can't just consume, you have to create. And so we consume a lot. I consume a lot, but at the same time, we're trying to create our own stuff. And even if it's not putting content out to the public, create your own conversations in your own marriage off of consuming what other people have to say, whether it's us or whoever you listen to. There's a lot of other great shows to listen to. And we call it Marriage Monday because we're trying to just open our marriage to the world and say, hey, look, this is what we do. We're not perfect. Give us some suggestions. Let's learn and grow along the way. And we've had some fantastic guests along the way. I mean, we've had some great podcast interviews from the Fullertons, the Almonds, the Spencers, there's so many more.
I hate count at this point.
I hate naming them because we haven't even, because like there's like every podcast we've done for A Marriage Monday has just been fantastic. The Donahues, it's been fantastic. And so I don't ever want to overlook anybody out there. And we would love to have maybe you and your spouse on for A Marriage Monday. That's something that we want to do more in 2023 is like, hey, we want to highlight other people's marriages and what are you doing in your marriage to make it better and to build your business at the same time, because it takes a lot of effort and a lot of constant communication, a lot of high level thinking when it comes to growing and furthering.
Being intentional.
Yes, you have to be intentional. And there's just a lot of things that have to be done. And so we want to continue to grow the community so that we can grow more relationships, because in relationships, I don't think without relationships we would not be where we are today. Just relationships with friends, relationships with family. And I would say that's super important to you as you are growing your business and growing your marriage, is get around like-minded people. We've done a whole show on that before about getting around friends that are doing bigger and better things than you are, or trying to go further, or they're not trying to go further, but maybe they're ahead of you, and you're trying to just, you want to follow their footsteps or just kind of mimic or model what they're doing because you can see it's successful. So don't always be the smartest couple or the best couple in the room. Try to get around people who are doing different things. So anyway, without rambling any longer, that to me was the reason that we started the show, was just build a community where we can come together and say, hey, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about our marriages. It's not something that's talked about very frequently. This is the thing, especially in this industry, in the grain industry. Yeah.
Well, I think mainly like we just wanted to grow relationships. I mean, you've said that so many times, but really just, I mean, at the end of the day, just spark meaningful conversation between spouses and each other. Like that's just
that's good. I've never thought about that. Like I've never thought about it the way you say that. Like
we're pretty funny. Like I love like cutting up and being stupid, but at the end of the day, that's not the goal. The goal is like we want to bring like content that is relatable and fun and whatever, but at the end of the day, like it's to spark conversation between you and your spouse and us to ultimately better our marriage.
Yeah, and we did back in the beginning of the show. We had some call to actions every week, and we need to start doing that again.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but we always talked about that. It was just something to, like you said, spark the conversation, because if you don't, the conversation can die so fast, and the busyness of life can take over very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's easy to not even start it.
Very quickly. And if you're in this time of year and you're in the landscaping business and you're a business owner, and you probably are because you're listening to this show, you know how busy it is right now. Like it's crazy. It's 100 miles an hour. There's a million different things going on, and you have to really be intentional with your planning and your scheduling, because if you don't, you're going to really end up screwing your family, if we're being honest. Like that's blunt, but it's true. And you need to make sacrifices on different ends of things. You need to make sacrifices to stay up late or get up early. And that's something that we did the other day, or I did the other day, was it's not anything crazy, but it was just like, hey, I knew that we had 4 days we were working literally like 7:30 to 6 or 6:30 at night in the field. We were that busy. And so one morning I was like, I'm not staying up till midnight. I couldn't do it. I was too tired. But I said, okay, I'm going to get up at 4:30, and I'm going to send out estimates so the next night I don't have to do estimates from 7 to 8:30 like I have been doing, and miss doing bedtime with Jack, miss just hanging out with Savannah, talking, catching up. And that was so worth it to me, was getting up early and getting those knocked out, because I remember the next day you asked me, do you have things to do tonight? And I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah, I know. It was wonderful. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect to know.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the definition of the busyness of life, and spring rush can end up really hurting you, because we're not in a downward spiral by any means. We're not like, our marriage isn't hurting right now, but we're being open and relatable, just like all of you probably are right now. you're not getting to spend the amount of time together that you need to be.
Yeah.
You're not getting to spend quality time together for sure.
Yeah.
If you are together, it's not undivided attention. It's I think we went to eat the other night, and that was the first time we had really had like
I don't even know. Not like a surprise, but I planned to have my sister come over and not really watch Jack. We were going to do bedtime and then go out to eat after Jack was asleep and have my sister.
The beauty of having a baby is they go to bed so early.
Yeah, well, I mean, like 7:30. But, we were like, okay, I'll put Jack down and my sister will hang out here while he's asleep and we'll go get a later dinner and we can like actually hang out.
Late, but not too late. Remember, he's going down at 7. We should be out of the house by 7:30, 7:45 at the latest.
And he normally goes down so well. And this one night,
like he's never done this in his 7 months of life.
No, never.
Never.
He was fussing. We go in there. He had spit up all over everything, like all over the sheets, over himself, so much so that we never, when the lights go out in his room at night, they do not come back on. We had to turn the lights on. We had to totally change the crib sheets. We had to change him. I had to get him up out of the bed. It was a whole thing. And then it took him literally an hour to go down.
He normally goes to sleep in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
At the most.
It was just hold a walk. I was like, the night that I plan on doing this, it takes Jack over an hour to go to sleep. And we ended up going to eat, but we were so tired that it was like, we were just sitting there like staring. But anyways, we had good intentions with it, but it was fine. It had been a little while since I felt like we had gotten any quality time together, and we just really needed it, and it was very helpful for sure, I think.
Yes, it was. It was something that you had to be intentional about, and that's the definition of like being intentional. You had to set up a time and say, hey, will you come sit with him after we put him down? Because when we put him down, like we can't just leave him here alone. I wish we could, but he can't do that. And so we're very blessed. So this is actually one thing. Does everyone else have a nanny or a babysitter? How does that work? Because
how does that work? Like, you're so naive to that.
We've never done that. Like our parents. So my mom watches him one day a week. Savannah's mom watches him one day a week when she works, and then because Savannah works 2 days a week, and then I watch him the other day. Like she worked the weekend this week, so I watched him on the weekend. If she works during the week, then they watch him. But so we have not had to hire any type of child care yet. We haven't had to put him in daycare or anything like that. Never hired an outside nanny or anybody. And so it's like we didn't want to it was bedtime, so we didn't want to take him to our parents. They love watching. One thing that we're being intentional about is they do watch him, but we're not just like dumping him on them all the time. Like,
yeah, we want them to be grandparents, not second parents. So that's something that we really think about.
Yeah, we don't want that to overrule being a grandparent, because that can very quickly, I think, that can happen, and that's just not what we want for that relationship. I want them to be able to enjoy just being grandparent, not having to say no a lot. I mean, just hanging out, having fun, and teaching them things like how to crazy stuff. Like he's getting so developmentally, he's increasing so much. He's growing. They're going to start teaching him a lot of things, but we don't want them watching him like all the time. We don't want them teaching him everything, but little things. Just like, I mean, what do you think they'll teach? What do you think your mom would teach him about when she's watching?
Oh gosh,
him? She was an elementary education major, so I don't know. She may teach him like how to underline something or something. I don't know.
Underline something.
I don't know.
Are you okay?
What would you say she would teach him?
I don't know.
How to get the food from his plate to his mouth? I mean,
sure. That's where we're at right now.
He knows that. Anything.
Yeah.
Anything he touches goes in his mouth right now.
Yeah, we're there. We're at that point of baby. If it's in the hand, it's in the mouth.
In the hand, it's in the mouth. I've never heard it like that.
Well, that's how he is. He puts everything that touches his hand in his mouth.
Yeah, it is. Also, a lot of friends having babies right now. Some of them's in the water. Holy
cow. We turn around and somebody else is announcing.
Like, no joke, just about every week for the past couple months, we've known of someone who's been announcing a pregnancy.
It's absolutely insane. Our small group, for over a year at least.
Well over a year. Yeah.
Somebody's having a baby every couple months.
We started it. So we started our small group in fall
April
or spring. It was spring
I was
of
like 20 weeks.
Yeah, spring of 22.
Yeah, because Caroline was so weeks away from having Shep.
Yeah. We need to have them on the podcast too, by the way.
Yeah. She's great.
They own her and her husband own a boutique down the road from us. And so anyway, yeah, we started that. We started our small group then spring of 22.
Yep.
She was about to have him.
Yeah.
That was the first baby there was. And this is a group of about
Shep
15 or 20.
Oh my gosh, more than that.
Is there more than that?
It's like 20 at least.
I said 15 or 20.
I guess. Yeah. Well,
maybe 25 if it's a packed house.
It's our small group.
It varies.
So it varies. But
it's
if
small
it's a packed
group
house,
for a reason. It's not supposed to be 50 people.
Wow.
Get
Thanks
it?
for that explanation.
that's like what is it? What was it? 60 minutes or what? 6 months. 6 months is half a year.
Yeah.
From a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Anyway,
good stuff.
yes. So why are we talking about this? I don't know why we're talking about this, but long
you
story
said everybody's
short,
having babies.
yeah, everybody is having babies. Long story short, they were the only ones to have a kid. We came in and we were pregnant. And
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to get exiled from this group because nobody has kids.
And this is a group
pregnant.
that we're kind of late to. Like, they've been doing this group for a couple, 2 or 3
we were
years.
late to the party. They accepted us, though.
They did, but we were having a baby, so, like, no one else had had one. Since then, there have been...
Holy cow.
So this was spring of 22. They had their...
There were no babies in spring of 22.
Spring of 22. And we were just now in spring of 23. Just now a year.
Yep.
They had their baby. We had our baby. Your friend...
Listen.
Your friend...
Shh,
what?
Shh.
Oh, you can walk through it better?
Yeah, I'm just going to do it
Okay.
without all that, okay? Spring of 22, no babies. Spring of 23, 3 babies and 3 on the way. There. There's going to be 6 babies this year.
Mic drop. Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, they didn't care about all that.
Well, whatever. I mean, it's just part of the story. And so it's crazy. There's 3 on the way, 3 current babies.
Yes.
And...
3
Yeah,
on
I
the
don't
way.
know. It's crazy, and there's going to be more coming. Honestly, like
but
they're not the only ones.
Literally, just our small
this is
group.
our small group. I've had multiple Facebook friends. A lot of you guys out in the industry have been posting just the last couple weeks. I've seen 2 or 3 multiple people that have had a baby. Brian and Liz are having their baby this week.
Yep, my very best friend.
I say this week. I mean, I hope.
Yeah.
It's coming soon. They
Not
could
literally,
but literally, probably.
I guess
mean,
maybe.
There's a good chance it was this week. What, your best friend? What? It's having a baby.
Very best friends having a baby in the summer. One of your childhood best friends they're having a baby.
Oh, yeah. Well, Drew and Brennan, we talked about that.
Yeah, I know, but it's in the water. It's everybody.
Yeah, Drew and Brennan, the ones that were on the show a couple weeks ago.
We find out if it's a
They're having
boy
a
or
baby.
a girl next weekend. Well,
For them,
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not next weekend.
Yeah, Shep's birthday's next weekend.
Yeah, so welcome to the jungle. A lot of babies on the way.
Babies everywhere.
And that's just the stage of life that we're in. That's the kind of the friends that we are kind of making and growing with, which is fantastic around us. But remember, you always want to make friends that are doing a little different things than you. And so just grow those relationships, further your community.
We're having fun, though. It's fun to be close with friends that are in this stage of life. So
I like having both. I honestly like having both sets. Like, I like having people to look up to and say, like, look, this is how we...
I think you need both, and they both serve, like, different purposes.
You take it from both.
Yeah. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, you have friends
Yeah, I mean, because even
different...
the older people that we're friends with would say we had friends older than us, like, at some point.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
That you've literally talked about.
That's the way
that.
I've always been my whole life. I've always had friends that are older than me. I'm the youngest of my friend group.
Yeah. That's how you got me to marry you.
Why? What?
Because you always hung out with people that were older than you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure, yeah.
You hung out with my group of friends, so here we are.
Which were all...
Older.
Way older.
Than you.
Yeah.
Yep.
How old are you? Oh, yeah, we talked about that. That was literally last week's show. You're a quarter of a century old now.
Yeah.
Best part?
I can rent a car. Oh, my gosh. It's humiliating.
Vegas, here we come.
That's all I'm good for.
That's not all you're good for. You made Jack.
Oh, yeah. I did do that.
That is not PC. But anyway, you know what PC means? Politically correct.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, my gosh. Everybody's tuned out right now. Everybody's gone.
I'm tuned out.
You're just surviving.
I'm literally looking at my bed through the door.
That is not
so excited.
that you can't do that. You cannot say that because
What?
Like the tiredness is just coming through your voice. Like I'm about to die.
I know.
Somebody's on their mower right now, like trying to start the week off strong, and you're just making them go like
Go to your
8
car
hours
and take a
backwards.
nap.
No,
You'll feel better after.
what is this? This is supposed to be like hype up Monday. Like let's get through the day Monday, and you're
need
like,
a
please go
nap.
back to bed. Like this is terrible.
You need a nap.
Everybody's
Get a coffee.
You're the voice in their head. Like this is the voice. Everybody's gonna love you now because they're gonna be like, they're gonna love you. They're gonna hate you. They're gonna be like,
Probably hate me because if they're listening to this, they're probably not at a point where they can go take a nap.
well, you never know. I mean, or they're just gonna be like, that was my sign. That was my calling.
Yes,
Go take a
this
nap
is your
for the
sign. I'll give it to you if you want it. Go take a nap. Go to sleep. That's me right now.
Day. Sleep is important.
It's essential.
Is it
Even though-
essential? There's a lot of people that don't
Yes.
sleep though.
You just say, sleep when you're dead.
You do.
I'll die if I don't sleep. I'm one of those people. I have
That
to
is
sleep.
100% true. Savannah turns into a different person when she doesn't sleep, and a person that a lot of you don't want to see.
That's not true.
Okay, when you don't sleep, you get into bad mood.
No,
You just said it was essential.
not bad mood. I just can't function.
When you don't sleep and you're hangry, that's
Well,
not a good combination.
Okay, is that a good combination for
Which
anybody?
is kind of what we're in right now. So I'm kind of
No.
shocked you're still on the show.
Okay, calm down. In what world is being hangry and sleep deprived good to anyone? Don't act like you're better than that. If you were hangry and you hadn't slept, you would not be a good person either. Yeah.
I mean, I guess whatever you say.
What are we talking about?
I'm trying to see if you're going to let radio silence happen. If you're going to be a professional broadcaster.
No, I'm just going to keep rambling.
No, well, at least you're filling the air. I mean, people want to sit in silence.
have
Or maybe
to
you would
stop.
rather sit in silence.
Okay, we've already established that if
Let's just
I
do like a
want
3-second
something,
pause.
I'll get it.
What? Okay, how did we get to that point?
Because
If we want something, I'll
no,
get it.
listen, I was thinking about the time that we did the pet peeves thing and we were trying to go first, and I just sat there in silence until you went. So if I didn't want to talk, I wouldn't. I'd force you to talk.
That's just in the show like that. Just see who just go the longest. The show would be like an hour long because there would just be dead silence the last 30 minutes of it, and people just think it wasn't edited, kind of like I did 2 weeks ago. Just uploaded the unedited version.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, were you trying to be funny just then, or here comes our 30 minutes of silence.
You broke. You broke. Savannah broke.
I chose
Let's
to
just let
break
it be known. See, I said I don't lose. I do not lose. So
I
without any
chose-
further ado, that's going to wrap
Don't
this
do
show
that.
up.
I'm not allowing
we are
you
looking
to. I'm not
We are
allowing you
looking-
to end it. When I watch something, I get it. You're
You
not
don't get
ending.
it.
You're not.
No, it's over. I won.
Oh my god.
That is the way to go
No,
out on.
You're
so
not
guys, thank you
allowed.
so much
You're
for
not allowed.
tuning
You're
in
not
today.
allowed. I'm literally
Thanks for
covering.
listening to the show. Without any further ado,
That's not gonna
gonna
wrap this one up.
And we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.
It's not gonna wrap
Give
it
me
up.
the button.
It's not gonna wrap it up. It's not allowed. I refuse to let you in the show this way.